Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Trust Relations, the podcast.
I'm here with April, the founder of Trust Relations and the doyen of all things public relations.
And of course, we're joined by the wonderful Hamish, our marketing lead and expert in the space, who I like to call my marketing other half.
We're tackling some of the biggest topics in news and integrated marketing and learning from the mistakes that make headlines or sink brands.
So join us as we have a chat about what works, what doesn't, and what we have to say about all of it.
All right, what's new with you? I want to hear. Tell me all about it.
Been busy churning away, working on a few pieces of strategy for a couple of clients at the moment, which has been really exciting. So it's been getting the cerebral matter turning over. And,
the gray matter is turning hot.
Yes, it's been good. There's been some really robust discussions with clients, which is always good. And, you know, those moments where their eyes light up and they're like, oh, I get it. They've pivoted and they can see some opportunity. So there's been a few good sessions recently around that. So I think that's kept the energy levels up and it's been exciting. There's been some good things happening out in the marketing world, which I know we're going to cover off today with interesting bits and pieces. So I think it's looking good. It's looking good. How about you? Talk to me. Hit me. Go.
I don't know if I told you this, but I got a personal trainer app that was on sale over the holidays.
No, which one did you get?
What's her name? Hold on.
This is not an endorsement.
It's through Athlete, and the name of the trainer I'm working with. One moment, please. Natasha Ocean. She's in the UK. Look how hot she is. So hot. And so you're like, yeah, no, hot. So I have two different programs and I am just finishing the first series of the 10-week program. So I got to be honest, I'm a little bit sad. I only have 2 more workouts and a rest day on this whole program. And then I have to start.
Goodbye, Natasha.
No, I can't. I like her. So now I'll have to try the other one, which I don't think is as hard as this one, but I'm going to try it anyway and see if I can make it hard. And then if not, I might recircle this one. Recirculate, reuse this, recycle. That's the right word. So I'm almost, then I'm going to have to move on. But it's like one of those, isn't that funny when you kind of grow attached to like something that's become part of your world and then suddenly it's like, but no, it's like, it feels like the end of an, like Breaking Bad and it's over. Like, oh no, I only have 2 episodes left. What am I going to do? And I have to find a new TV show. So I have to find a new program. Her other ones also involve going to the gym, which is not really possible for me with my schedule. I work out from home because it's already hard to fit that in,
Yeah.
But,
well, look, you need to be a staunch supporter of Natasha. Hello, I'd like you to write some new programs.
But we should put her in the show notes because she's amazing.
Well, there you go.
I'm going to be as hot as her someday. It's going to happen.
Come on. You're already there. You know it. Everybody, say it with me. April, hey.
That's very sweet of you. It's very untrue. But we'll pretend I'm as hot as Natasha Ocean. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce her name because it's in an app and it doesn't have her name. But we'll pretend that's right.
Okay, we will. All right. Looking at some show notes that came through here.
I just caught that too. That was the first. I was like, wait, what did I? Oh my God.
Yes. Veronica has said that for those of you who haven't seen how hot April is, you should watch the YouTube video of our podcast and see for yourselves just how hot she is.
All right. Next time I'll wear a t-shirt and show off my new biceps.
There we go.
You can't see them with my sweater.
Tune in next week, everybody, for Bicep Week. Bicep Week. I'm not sure what a bicep is.
Oh my God. Biceps.
Bicep, I know.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
we digress.
Yeah. All right. So we got some interesting stuff to talk about today. Another industry collab. We like these things, and they seem to be rising and becoming more prominent, and in some cases misfiring. This one's an interesting one. This is the collaboration between Tiffany Co and Nike. Now, Nike, as we all know, is could you say, epitome of sports fashion? The top of the game.
Yeah, we can say that.
And look, Tiffany's is definitely no slouch. Once a very American brand, they are definitely a worldwide name. There's a lot of other big names out there to knock off. So this is an interesting collaboration. And LeBron James actually arrived at a game recently wearing some of the collab gear, from shoes to a Letterman jacket with lots of Tiffany colored branding across it. Does it look good? I actually think it does. This is
I think it's pretty hot.
This is actually one of the first ones. We looked at before the Crocs and Louis Vuitton mashup. That didn't work for me. Oh no, it was.
I don't think that's a thing.
No, that was the. No, it wasn't. It was Crocs and somebody. It was.
It
Crocs
will
and
be
somebody.
now that you put it out there, but.
Yeah. No, we talked about Puma and
Hidden Valley Ranch and Crocs was one.
Yeah. That one didn't work.
No, it did not work. It was very gross.
But yeah, this does work. I mean, the apparel works. I think, not everything is. They're also going to be selling a whistle, a Nike Tiffany's whistle, and a toothbrush, which is a Nike Tiffany's toothbrush, how much are you paying for a toothbrush? Because those things are disposable.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm brushing my teeth with a Tiffany's. I don't know why I'm English.
No, there was also the toothpaste that was orange flavored, Tropicana.
Oh yes.
Crest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I actually think this one works.
Look,
I'm surprised that I think this works.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, Tiffany's got bought out in 2021 by LVMH, the worldwide juggernaut, and since then have sort of started a modernization of their brand. I know they're selling more modern day, everyday objects. So the toothbrush, yes, is part of that collection. But I think in this tie-up, the Nike and I think for all tie-ups, do things that actually work. Do people need a Nike Tiffany whistle? No, I don't think they do. But it's those shoes or that Letterman jacket that can actually work. I think that personally, I'm not a fashion guru by any stretch, but offer things to market which are.
I don't know. I just got a little bit verklempt because I noticed that there is on the Tiffany website, thanks to our producer, they have these everyday objects that they're selling. And one is a sterling silver tin can for $1,135 that essentially you put like pencils in. So it's like a pencil cup.
I have a few of those.
If you keep
lying around.
If you keep looking, another everyday object they have is a sterling silver ball of yarn that's $10,500.
You have a couple for your cats, don't you?
Yeah, I do. My cats have $11,000 toys. Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah. So look, it's interesting. This is where I think that collaboration stuff and tying in with Nike there and creating okay, they're selling a checker set here, Tiffany's, but coming up with a game that maybe Nike
it's crazy.
and
wait, how much did that
Tiffany
cost?
I didn't look. But if you're going to do stuff, do things which are actually unique enough. That's not just putting a label on something else. So that whistle I mentioned a couple of times is Tiffany's one, and it's got the little Nike swoosh on it. That's it. It's not enough to make people go, oh, this is different. Where I think if you came together, create something that is actually creating, not just co-branding.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Co-brand is not as good as co-create.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't bring Kanye West in to just sit there and put his name on stuff. They gave him license. Whether or not you love him and whether or not he dove off the deep end is irrelevant. He did when he came in and started creating.
Yeah.
Create stuff that people wanted because it was unique. It was new. He didn't just go endorsed by Kanye. I mean, even the first Air Jordans that came out, Michael Jordan reportedly had a role in shaping what they were going to be. So give people license to generate something which is co-created, not just co-branded.
Right.
That's my takeaway. Every time. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's amazing. By the way, P.S. the sterling silver and gold chess set is $125,000.
No, what? What? No. Oh, I've gone for the
120.
wooden checkers set.
That
Is
one's
10.
only 10,000, but the other one
Yeah.
is $125,000.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, it is interesting though, because like most of the time these brand collaborations, I feel like they end up like stultifying the whole thing, but this is actually working. I don't understand how this one, like, is it the turquoise and the black? I do agree with you. There's nothing that's inherently co-creative about it, but like it actually isn't embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing. It's look, it works. It works. Would I buy anything? No, I don't have a spare mortgage I can share, but yeah, it's nice. It's a nice tie-up.
I like it.
Hmm.
Okay, so we move on to the news of the day. Let's
Yes.
do it. So, with false advertising lawsuits on the rise, brands are risking long-term harm to their image because
Mhm.
over the past month, allegations involving hair loss and other side effects have engulfed, for example, the luxury hair care brand Olaplex.
Mm.
And so this case is part of a growing trend of consumers taking legal action against what they allege is false advertising or misleading marketing. So this is like the ultimate price to pay if you are not actually doing what you say you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's
Getting
two
legally
angles here.
sued and you're losing brand
Yeah.
credibility.
I think that there's two sides to it. One is you, as you say, make sure you can do what you say you're going to do, or you do say what you do. Or, you know,
Yeah.
both. Be honest. Storytelling, story doing. Make sure. And I think the other thing is though is this rise of the empowered, well, maybe I could say entitled, I don't know, consumer who thinks that they have a right to just be litigious about everything or to complain, to pull brands down, to
Yeah.
we spoke a couple of weeks ago about the anti-influencer movement and how they're rising up to take back control. There's an element here of people thinking the same. Even though Olaplex in this instance has come out and said we will vigorously defend this, and we have third-party, independently verified scientific reports to confirm that what we're going to market with is factual. There's this class action of 30 women who have been using Olaplex and say that it's made their hair brittle, and so therefore they're suing because of false advertising.
Yeah.
What's the truth? It's going to lie somewhere in between. And my fast forward prediction is Olaplex will have to come out and have some fine print in there that says this will not work for everybody, or something akin to that, because like pharmaceutical drugs, it works for the bulk of the population, but there will be a percentage who can't have penicillin because they're allergic to it, so therefore you shouldn't take this if you are. Or there will be some people who their hair does get brittle because they have an underlying pre-existing condition of rosacea. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting is this article points out, and I didn't actually know this, but there were other allegations not so long ago that were slightly more benign, but they were taking issues with products that were claiming to be European made. So Barilla and Godiva were a couple that were apparently, falsely claiming to be European made, which is irritating people. So then
irritated. I like that word. Irritated. I'm irritated.
I stole that from the article.
No, I saw that.
Yeah.
Entertaining word.
Irritating. Again, I think that this is another example of just where you have to be really careful of whatever claims you're making. We used to be able to kind of play fast and loose with the rules and but not anymore. And there's another example in here. Anheuser-Busch apparently had to settle a class action lawsuit because more than 24 buyers complained that their line of canned Rita drinks don't contain actual spirits. So, for instance, Bud Light Lime-A-Rita mimics the look and taste of margaritas, but it's made with malt liquor instead of tequila. And so, aside from reimbursing the plaintiffs, then Anheuser-Busch also had to begin printing a malt beverage label on its Rita cans.
Okay, I mean, they reimburse the plaintiffs. So they go, here, you've spent $40, here's your $40 back. I mean, what were they hoping to achieve? This is the other thing I sometimes wonder with these suits. Why? What are you hoping to achieve? I don't want anyone else to be duped. Really? Or are you looking for a moment in the sun and a huge payout?
Probably that mostly.
Hmm. I agree.
But that's the culture we live in, right? So we have to be careful because everyone's looking for their paycheck, their payday. It's like the new lottery. Like, oh, what brand can I screw to not have to work for the next 40 years?
Well, that's it. That's exactly it. And there's no simple answer. People do the hard work. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Not screw someone else's up. Like there's another one down there. The Barilla pasta claiming they were duped by the company's made in Italy claims. A court approved a $15 million settlement. Like, that's a lot of money just because something was not made somewhere. What did the people expect that they're going to eat a bowl of spaghetti and suddenly be transported to somewhere in Rome because it was really from Italy? Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one was made in Belgium, but
Mhm.
it was actually produced in Pennsylvania.
Mm.
Oy vey, $15 million settlement. Well, nevertheless, the next step for brands holds true, even if we think that this is foul play on the part of consumers.
Yeah, look, it's interesting, and I think, as I said, this is why I see it as akin slightly to that anti-influencer movement. It's people trying to tear brands down to some extent, and I think that the reign of brands is being shaken at the moment. I guess the takeaway would be
Ooh,
that.
he did it!
Thank you. I thought about it.
Saw you hesitate.
Yeah, I did. I was like, which one is it? Oh, the takeaway is if you're a brand, make sure that what you're saying is what you are doing.
Yeah.
And, and if you're not, and if you're doing something you shouldn't, then stop.
Yep.
If you're creating shoes in a sweat factory, and don't tell them people that you're producing them elsewhere. Be honest, be transparent, and treat your market and your potential consumers as humans, not as unwilling recipients of whatever crap you want to shove down their throat.
Yeah. Well, I think you put another pink bow on that.
Yellow today.
Yellow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I wanted yellow. Yeah, it's nice. Yellow's
all right. I see.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody for tuning in and listening. You can catch the show wherever you like to listen to your favorite podcasts.
Remember to subscribe, rate, and share our show with your friends to help us grow this community of communicators.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Until next time.
Au revoir.
Bye. Ooh, au revoir. It's new. Hamish turned French.
Yeah. I'm multilingual today. Of course. Have you watched Bullet Train yet with Brad Pitt?
No. Is it good?
It's violent, but very good.
Okay.
Really good.
I can do violent. I don't like horror. Yeah. Violent I can do.
I recommend that. Have you done Glass Onion?
No. Is it good?
That's also good. Have you done the first one, Knives Out?
I don't think so.
Have you, V?
Yeah, those are both good.
They're both very good.
Okay, let me write these down. Hold on. This is too many to remember. One moment, please. Don't go away. I need to put it in my notes. Perfect. Thanks.
Pleasure.
It's in my list.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. And Silence of the Lambs.
I'll put it there just in case.
Silence of the Lambs, Clarice.
Yeah.
Can you hear the lambs crying?
No. Ew.
Oh, watch Primal Fear. Be Richard Gere, Ed Norton.
My first Hollywood crush was Richard Gere.
Aw.
Well, you'll like this. This was when he was looking his best. It was just after Pretty Woman.
Like nobody looks like him.
So yes, I can recommend those.
Okay, great.
All right.
I like it. Wow, he's still good looking. That's ridiculous. How old is he now? He's exactly 30 years older than me. Is that true? And I've had a crush on him since I was a little girl. All right, I will unpack that later with my therapist.